That way I can send you the recording.
Okay, so I have center is 2, 5, and then the point is 3, -2.
Yes.
So this is my X and Y, and another one of them is my H and K. So you use the R square equals to 3 minus 2 square plus -2 minus 5.
So far, so good.
Okay. Oh, square. And then 3 minus 2, 1.
Yes.
1 square plus negative minus negative, I think it's -7.
Very good.
-7 square. And then so it's 1 stays a 1 plus 7 times 7 is oh my god. 7 times 7 is nope, that's not that's 6 40 43. No, that's not it. 43?
No.
No, it's not. 7 times 7 31 plus 7 8 8 9 49.
Very good. Yes.
Yes, okay, so 49. Huh. So is that 49 positive,
Yeah. Well, actually,
or is
that's the
that
whole
still
purpose here. That's the whole purpose here. The whole purpose for squaring it is to get rid of the negatives.
negatives? Okay, see, and that's where I kind of always, okay, so that's the point. So it's what I got is 50. So R square equals to 50.
Yes. So your
Okay.
answer is
Oh, and my answer is see, okay, so when I write the equation down, do I write 50 equals, how did you put it, X? Oh, well, do you use the 2, 5, the center
yes, because
for
that's
for the
HK.
equation? Okay, so I would put 50 X minus, dang, what did I do? H is 2
Yes.
square plus Y is, and K is 5 minus 5 square.
Now the only
See,
thing you
I
do,
did it wrong
the only
the
thing,
last time.
the only thing you look at now. Let's look at 50.
Okay,
When it said you could simplify, let's look at 50. What is
okay,
50 made up of? Well, actually, now we're looking. That's as far as we can go, really. Because
okay.
if we were going to square root both sides, 50
Mhm.
could be simplified to 10 times 5.
Right,
10 is 2 times
25.
5.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be
Wait, you said 2 times what?
10 is 2 times 5. 50 is 10 times 5.
50 is 10
Or you can
times
say
5,
you did
right?
25 times 2. Yeah.
Oh,
50 is
okay,
also
25 times 2, yeah,
25 is made up of 5 times 5.
right.
So you have pair of fives that comes out of the
Mhm.
parentheses and the 2
Oh,
space
okay.
inside.
Okay, I was like, wait, what? I'm so sorry. My question was still covering that part of your question. I was like, wait, what? So
No,
confused.
but this should be absolutely correct.
That
R
should be
squared is
absolutely
50.
correct. Okay, so okay, now that I got one question out the way, I can actually do number 8 if I'm not mistaken.
All
Because
right,
that's what it was like. Yeah, because I was doing I kept getting them wrong. I was like, something's not right. Something's not working out for me. So like number 8 was the next question. It's like find the center and the radius of a circle, then graph the circle.
okay, yes, you have that right there, right?
Huh? Yeah, that's the next question.
Is it x squared plus y squared equals 1? Or what do you have?
Mine is x squared plus y squared equals 49.
Okay, let's do yours.
Okay.
The center is going to be the same for both of ours.
Okay. So okay, x squared plus y squared. Sorry, I got a kitty. She's blind. She cries a lot. If you hear her a
Oh,
lot, yeah, she has no eyes, so she
oh,
meows to figure out where she's at. It's okay.
that's
She's cool. She acts like she doesn't have eyes. It's okay. I just wanted you to know if
oh
you
no,
hear meowing.
no, yeah. If you hear barking, yes, my dog is just playing around. Okay, since this is an equation of a circle, let's first look at
Mhm.
what is the equation of a circle. We know it's x minus h squared.
Like I have all my notes right here, and it says big old word circle everywhere. Because I was going through all like see, I was like I know I was writing and I was working on it, and it says circle.
That does, I see it from here.
So I was going through all your videos and I was trying to understand everything. So is it when we're working on a circle, is it the are we using the same radius, the square of everything, or are we trying to find the, if I'm not mistaken, that the diameter equals to that square and then I mean yeah, square and then x2 minus x1?
Well,
Or is
let's
that
look at
something
first.
completely different?
That's something completely different.
Okay.
We're given
Okay.
this.
Oh, okay.
We're given that, and what it
Uh-huh.
asks you to do in order to graph it, we have to find two things.
The center.
To graph, we need two things. First, we need to have the center. We need to see where we start,
Right.
and then
Our center.
we need the radius.
Okay.
So,
And we do need a radius.
right, we do because we have to know how big the circle is or how small.
Mm-hmm.
So, since here's our equation, this is the equation of a circle. What is where's our center at? What are h and k?
On the from the original question,
Right.
excuse me, it just says x squared.
So if x squared, what happened to h? What is h if it's no longer there?
Would it be 0?
Yep. Same as
Because
k. If there's nothing there,
same with k,
is 0.
it's 0.
So it's at the origin.
God, I don't feel so smart right now.
No, that's because a lot of people say, well, there's nothing there, so I don't know what it is because there's no plus or minus.
Got it.
That's why.
Right.
If there's 0, there's nothing there.
Oh, okay. So
Now,
that's our.
that's our center.
Mhm.
Now we have to look at this last part. We have r squared equals 49.
Okay.
We need to know what r is. How do we get rid of the square?
We square root it.
Yep. Square root both sides.
Oh,
The square disappears. What's the square root of 49?
what did I do earlier? It was.
Yeah, yeah. What times what is 49?
I was like, what did I do earlier? That was 7.
That was 7. So the radius is 7.
Oh, okay, that's how you do that.
So now let's
Got it.
go. I'll show you how to enter it now in the computer.
Okay.
So the center of this one was at 0, 0.
So you would do it like a ordered pair, of course, right?
Yes,
That way.
because the center is, it says type and ordered pair. Oh, actually, did I change the screen? I didn't change
No,
the
you
screen.
did not.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So it said type as an ordered pair, 0, 0.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then the radius
And the
is 7.
radius is 7.
So once
Okay,
r equals
okay.
7. So once r equals 7. Right. Oh, I'm doing yours. Ours is 1. So in this case, it's 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Your case would be 7.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Right.
So now when
Oh,
we
okay.
When we want to graph it, we look
Uh-huh.
down the bottom of the screen. Since we do it, we know it's a
Hmm.
circle. We use that.
Correct.
We first have to find the center of the circle.
Right.
Remember, our center is 0, 0,
It's 0, 0.
and our radius is 1. So from the center, I go out 1. Yours would be 7. I'd go out here and click,
Okay. Okay.
and there you have it.
That's how you do it. See, I was
Yeah.
doing it not right.
Once you find
Okay.
the center, and
Uh-huh.
know the radius, so start from the center and go to the right that many spaces, go up, go down, go left, and that defines your circle.
Gotcha. Okay, so we would do it 0 and then all the way to 7.
Right.
See, wait, what? And
Let's
it's
do this
it's
one.
still not right. All right, let's do it.
Let's see
Gotcha.
if you
See, I
could
was
do,
doing it all wrong.
but it's fixable.
Okay. Right, right. No, I now I can now I understand how I had it wrong from the beginning. So it's x squared plus
Okay,
y.
hopefully now you get to a point where you can see the center of the circle is where, just by looking at it.
So this is it's well x is 0, was that correct?
Yes. The,
X
the
is 0 and then the y would it be I don't want to
It's
guess.
always the opposite of what's inside the parentheses.
So 3.
3, yeah. Because remember, this carries over to
Okay.
chapter 2. When we talk about
Right,
everything in chapter 2, remember the transformations?
right.
Anything inside the parentheses always is the opposite.
Always opposite. So it would just reflect like the reflect of it. Yeah, okay, you're right. I remember that. All right, so that's 3.
Yep.
And then it says to find the radius, which was we have 25 right there, correct?
Yes, but is that the radius?
No. So would you plug the 0, 3 into the
No.
equation?
Look again what
No.
we have. Remember what we had in our formula. Our
Oh, okay, there
formula
it
is
is.
this:
Yeah.
x minus h squared, y minus k squared equals r squared.
Mm-hmm.
We had the x minus 0, whatever's here is equal to r
Mm-hmm.
squared.
So 25 is your r square.
Yeah, so r squared equals 25. We have to get rid of the
Uh-huh.
square.
Oh, square root it.
You have to square root it.
25 equals to 5.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay. See, I gotta square root it.
Square root it.
Yeah, I write. I don't know. I'll always write notes on my side of what I gotta remember.
I
The
love
square root it, and then that equals to 5. Got it. And so that would be you
5.
start at right. So you put so whenever you do this circle, would you start at 3 on the y?
Right. So it's 0 on
Just
the
to
x,
graph
3.
it.
So go to here's
Yeah,
a 3.
3, and then you go 5 to your right.
Yep.
Okay, that's how you graph it.
Man, you're done.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right. So I got those 2 questions out the
Okay, do that
way.
one then. Let's do this one without writing
Oh,
it. But it's going to be videotaped. So without
that's
writing
fine.
it.
Oh, okay. Without writing it,
Yeah, see if you do it in your head.
the center is 5, 3. No, wait. Did I not? The center is HK. H and K. So it is 5, 3. But do you square root? I mean, do you
What is it always
just
inside the
exponent?
parentheses? We said about 5 minutes ago.
-5,
Yes,
-5,
it's
-3,
-5, -3. It's always the opposite.
-3. Opposite in the parentheses. Opposite in the parentheses.
There.
Oh, okay.
And what's the radius?
The radius is 2.
The radius is 2. Very good. We're doing a circle.
This makes it so much easier. And then you start at 5, 3,
-5, -3,
-5, -3.
and then
That's -6. There you go. And then 2. That makes more sense now. Oh, you did it at -6 and -3.
oh, it's
I
negative.
thought that's a 2.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-5 and -3, and then it's 2 over.
Okay, so I want to circle. There's -5. Yeah, -5, -3, and
Okay,
2 there.
there you go.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm a little bit more confident on all that because it wasn't sticking at all.
Perfect. Yeah, and that
Okay.
does all of it for section 1. That's the last one.
Yeah, I'm done with section 1 at this point. Oh, heck
All
yeah,
right.
I'm so excited. All right. Is it because I've been trying to work on them and it gets real frustrating when you don't understand.
Don't hesitate sending me messages. I mean, that's why I'm always here. If you need me, shoot me a
Gotcha.
text.
Okay.
Okay, how about section 2?
My section 2 questions was just, I only had 9 and 11. Stop it. Where are you at homework?
Question 9.
2. Where are you at? Hold on, I'm trying to go back to my section 2, function and graph. Yeah, mine was number 9. So
Okay. See, in chapter 1, this is a stupid question. Basically, with this one, let me write this one down. Chapter 1, section 2, number 9. Graph the function -x² plus 10. Okay, what's the stuff we covered in chapter 2? Can you tell me anything about this graph from the stuff we did in chapter 2?
it's a line. It's linear, isn't it? No, it's
No,
not linear.
it can't be.
Wait, no, it's not. It's a
It's a parabola.
parabola because it starts with the x square.
Yes, very
Right?
good.
There you
Since we
go.
know it has either this shape or this shape,
Right. It's a parabola. There you go. Thank
since
you.
this is negative, it goes down.
Okay.
So it has that shape.
Gotcha.
So before we do anything, we know the shape of it. It's up and down. It's a parabola. What does this number tell us?
Is that like going up or down with that number?
Yes, this is called the vertical shift in chapter 2.
Vertical shift.
What's another name for it in chapter 1? What do we call it in chapter 1? What is a constant always called?
Oh, I was gonna say y, but I don't feel like that's correct
Yes,
either.
the y what? The y what?
Y value. Oh, the y value? Y intercept.
You beat me. Yes.
Yeah.
The constant number, because whenever x is 0, whatever we're left with is the y-intercept number.
Gotcha.
The constant number is always the y-intercept.
Gotcha.
So what we know,
It would be awesome if I could spell intercept correctly. Sorry. Intercept.
since there's no horizontal shift, remember horizontal shifts happen inside the parentheses of the function. Since it's just x squared, there's no x plus or minus squared. We know that the graph will look something like this.
Okay.
Since it doesn't, because of this, if it was x plus 2 squared, it would move 2 to the left. It'd be -2. But
Gotcha.
since it's just a regular x,
it's just by itself. It's a 0, right? Because
it's a 0. Yeah. So it doesn't move left or right anywhere. It's a 0.
Gotcha.
Anything inside the parentheses tells us where to move.
Gotcha.
So now all we have to do is to find another point, couple of points. Remember we talked about symmetry in chapter 2.
Right.
So any point on the right-hand side matches to any point on the other side. So let's look. Let's prove that. Negative x squared plus 10. So since we know when x is 0, y is going to equal 10.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's gonna be
Okay, so when
so
x is 1,
x is 1. I was gonna say the question: does the y ever change if you're changing the x? I know it's such a lame,
well, no,
stupid question because
that's what we're doing. Once we pick an x value, we plug it in the formula, and that tells us what y becomes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So when x is 1, so we plug it
X is
in the
1.
equation.
So it's -1 square plus 10, and 1 is 1.
Yeah, square root of 1 squared is 1, so it's -1 plus 10 makes it 9.
11. Oh, 11. See, I get it all wrong. It's
No,
9.
no,
It's the bigger number was 10 minus 1.
no, because you have to be very careful about these with squares. That negative
Okay.
is not included in that square.
Oh, okay.
It would be if it was inside parentheses. But here we have to do this first and then take the negative of
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
So when x is 1, it's 9.
Okay.
So that's
Gotcha.
from the this is the vertex, the highest point. Since we went 1 to the right, we got 9. If we go 1 the other direction to -1, we should get the same answer because of
Okay.
symmetry. Let's try.
Symmetry.
Negative of -1 squared plus 10.
Negative of -1 squared plus 10.
So
So
-1 squared is 1,
1,
and there's a negative out in front.
right? Which equals to 9.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's our graph. Once we have the vertex and another point, then we know how wide it's going to get. We can go even further. If we want to, we can pick the value 2. So -2 squared plus 10.
4 plus 10. Well, -4 plus 10, correct?
Yes, yes,
It'll be 6.
yes. So the answer is 6. So at
Gotcha.
2, it would be 6.
It would be still on, it would still be at a point.
Right. And -2, since the vertex is on the y-axis, we know that -2 will give us the same answer
Gotcha.
because there's no shift.
Okay.
So let's go back to our picture.
Gotcha.
Where's our equation? There. All right. So we know it's a parabola.
Parabola
It crosses the y-axis where?
at 10.
At 10. Click there. Now at when x is 1, y is
It was 1, 9. Right? 1.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 9.
Then there's at -1, it's 9.
And then -1 and 9.
Yeah, because whenever you deal with polynomials, anything higher than 1 exponent, you have to pick 2 extra points. We have to pick 1 to the right-hand side and 1 to the left.
Gotcha. So it's not that fact, it's the fact that you have to figure out your points in order to graph the function.
But we know the shape.
Got
We just
it.
have to find 2 points besides the
Right,
vertex.
2 points. So find 2 points. That would help me out. Gotcha. Find 2 points.
Well, let me also tell you here, to figure out the 2 points, it seems that it's just straightforward, but there's a logic to it.
Yeah, I would notice that
Okay,
So,
from chapter 2, what can you tell me about this graph?
well, it's, I don't, okay, so see, that's where I get all confused. So I don't know if that is a parabola anymore.
Yes, because you always look at the exponent. Here's x.
Right,
It's inside
X,
parentheses, but it's
exactly.
still a parabola.
A parabola. Okay.
So we know it's a parabola. It's either this or this. Does it open up or down?
I feel like I mm, I want to say it opens up. No,
There's a negative out in front.
down. There's a negative. Was
Right.
down.
So we know it opens down. So all we have to do now is find out where the vertex is.
Okay.
That's where these tell us.
The 3 and the 2.
Yes. Remember from chapter 2, whatever happens inside the parentheses is called the horizontal shift.
I know we just heard about this.
And whatever the constant is called the vertical shift.
And this is the vertical.
So the vertex, the highest point, how far do we move left or right for the x value?
So question, because it's square, does it have to do with any of it? Because
No,
you have like,
all
is
this
it
tells us is the shape.
okay? Okay.
This tells us the
So
position.
so you're gonna be at positive, no, -3, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be at -3,
-3, and then the other one, would it be 2?
-2. The y values, remember, from when I look at the videos I set for chapter 2,
Okay, true.
whatever happens inside the parentheses is always opposite. Outside the
Okay, yeah.
parentheses is always what it
They
is.
say it is what it is. I have that down, written down too.
Right, so 1, 2, 3. So our new vertex, our new origin is right there.
Okay.
And we know it opens down because it's negative.
Right.
Remember, we have to find 2 more points. Once you know where the vertex is, pick one number to the left, one number to the right, and use those.
So we
So
have 1, 2, 3,
-4 and -2.
-4 and -2.
Because yeah, the vertex is
Oh, got it. Okay. Okay, makes sense now.
yeah, once we have those, plug those into the equation, and that'll give you the y values.
Oh, okay, okay. And so pretty much doing the like, so it'd be x or -4 plus 3 square, or negative -4 plus 3
Right, yes.
square minus 2, which 4 and 3, they're in the parentheses.
-4 plus 3 is what?
-4 plus 3, wouldn't it be -1?
Yes, because 4 is bigger than 3, so it's negative. 4 minus 3 is 1.
-1 square, and that equals to 1
Right, so it's -1.
minus 2, which is -3.
Right. So at -4, it's -3.
Gotcha. And then you'll just plug in the -2
But
in
we
the
also know
same
because
thing.
it's symmetric, it's going to give us a -3 also.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Because
that's
of
how
the
you
symmetry.
do that.
And yeah, once we have that,
Got it.
makes life a lot easier for us.
I see that now because I couldn't understand that like that whole graphing that whole graphing parabola because I was just really confused on my side.
Yeah, once
But I think I got it now.
and what I don't like is they threw it in there way too damn early. This is chapter 2 stuff, and they just threw it in there in chapter 1.
Right. And I was just like, I maybe because I was still thinking like we're in a order. That's
Mhm.
why I was like, well, I didn't get it. But yeah, okay, but that makes sense because we did kind of learn that already. Got it.
How about
That
this?
is awesome.
Remember this function? The square root? What does the square root look
The
like?
square root, it goes like that.
Yes, very good. Where does it shift? Left or right? How many spaces?
It's gonna shift. It's just gonna it wouldn't. No.
It's the
Wait.
same as in
I
parentheses.
haven't
Whatever happens inside the function is always opposite.
opposite. So it's gonna be -6.
Yep, it'll be to the left 6 spaces.
6 spaces.
And does it go
So
up
it's
or
gonna
down?
be like, I want to say it goes this. It goes, no, wait. If we're gonna go negative, wouldn't it go that way?
But it's not going negative. X never changes direction. Only if X
Oh,
changes
and then
sign
we
does
do.
it change direction.
Mhm.
It's always going to go to the right.
So it's gonna go to you're gonna go on a space 6 sites, and it's gonna shoot to your right.
Yes.
Right?
So is it A, B, C, or D?
Uh, I want to say it's gonna be. Wouldn't it be B?
B is in boy,
Oh,
or
B is in boy. Yes, B is in boy.
is that
Because that
negative
it's like,
6? Is that negative
oh
6?
no, it's not. It would be D.
Yes.
Oh, I think
So all this
yeah, that
says is
would
a
be D.
horizontal shift is 6 spaces to the left. Bam. There you go.
Oh,
It
okay, hold on.
can't be that one because it's going the wrong direction.
Right.
This one's
Opposite.
going up. A is going up, so it doesn't have a constant at the end. If it shifts to the right,
Give
it should be a minus.
me 1 second.
All right.
Get up. Damn cat. Okay, so sorry.
No. No, I'm an animal person, so yeah, I have animals around me all the time.
It's because we have fostered cats. We have
Excellent.
fostered kitties, and well, we have 2. We have 1. He's very known for using the potty on bags, like your
Oh,
backpack. Your doesn't matter
enough
what kind of
said.
bag.
Yep.
And he's like, I saw him. He was like scratching at my backpack, and I'm like, no. So sorry. God. But okay, so now I'm having a better understanding when it comes to reading graphs a little bit more now.
Okay. How about reading this one then?
Okay, so the
What is
4.
H of 4?
Okay, so when you say H of 4, would it be obviously X, that's an X value,
Right.
and
And
so
this
your
equals
X
a
of 4
Y.
would be 3.
Very good. When X is 4, Y is
X is
3.
4. Gotcha.
When H of 7, when X is 7, Y is
H is 7, and then what is that? 6.
Yep. It goes up to 6, and that's
Gotcha.
where it is. That's all that one says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was like, it's trying to throw you off, but those are X values, and you're just wanting to read your your Y values.
Right. How about this one?
So it meets at the
It's asking for F of a 1.
so your 1, would it be -2?
Excellent. Yep. When X is 1, goes down to -2. That's your answer. Excellent.
Gotcha. See, and I kind of get those more and more. Stop it. He's scratching on my bag, and he's getting on my nerves. So using a vertical line test is this graph a function.
What is the vertical line
The-
test?
I honestly don't know off the top what that means.
The vertical line test, hey, here's your picture. If you drew a vertical line anywhere here, does it cross the graph more than once?
Does it cross the graph more than once?
Yeah, for
And
example,
a vertical,
see all these X lines? Do any of them
yes.
cross the graph more than once?
Hold on, sorry. So if
Oh,
they've crossed
I'm
the
sorry. Let me make it bigger. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. So you're asking if I make a vertical line, would it cross on the vertical line twice? I say yes,
No.
wouldn't it?
Look at it. So look at all these X vertical lines, all these X lines going up and down.
Uh-huh.
Do any of these lines cross the graph more than once?
Oh no, it does not.
No. So since none of these lines cross it, it is a function.
No.
So using is this a function? Yes, it's a function.
Oh, yes, it's
Because
function.
yes, for example, if it was a circle, a vertical line would cross twice through that graph. Let me show you.
Oh, okay. So what you're trying to say is on a vertical line, well, vertical lines, so they're like this. If they were to cross twice, then it's not a function,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So if we had a circle, any vertical line I draw, it crosses it
Hmm.
more than once.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
it
just
goes more than
not
once.
a function.
Got it.
Or if it was a hyperbola, it crosses
Uh-huh.
it more than once.
Once. Got it. So it is not a function then.
Not a function. But a parabola,
Gotcha.
I can draw all the vertical lines I want. They never
And it's
touch
not
more
going to
than
be more
once.
than
So
once.
this is a function.
Oh, okay. Oh, math, who never thought it was so opposite of everything?
And a lot of people do. But once you see it this way, and that's why I say, look at the graphs. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
vertical lines.
Right. Got it. So vertical line.
Yeah, all these lines, like this one here, at 1, it go up all the way up, only crosses it once. At 2, only crosses it
Function.
once. That's what the
So
vertical line
this
test
is
is all about.
got it. Not a function.
If it touches it more than once.
Gotcha. Now I understand that question a little bit more now.
Okay,
He's in the
determine. Restroom. Let me
So
see.
that one, is that graph a function? I would say because it is not a function, because wouldn't it be on the vertical line twice?
Well, multiple times, yeah. Between here
Right?
and here,
Here.
this is a
Yeah,
vertical
because
line.
it's an open and close. Yeah.
There are too
So
many
that
dots
because it's a
there.
vertical line.
So it's not a function.
Got it. Okay. I got those. I got that question down now. I got those questions.
Now, that's with a graph. What if you don't have a graph? Is this
If
a
you
function?
don't have a graph,
Yeah, I'll just give you an equation. Tell me if it's a function.
it crosses at the 1. Well, no, it does not. Wait. So the x 4x plus 1. Does it
Look,
cross at
what kind of function is this? Look at the function.
what kind of function is it? It's a line,
It's a line,
isn't
linear,
it?
yes.
It's a linear
Hmm.
because it's not a square.
Exactly.
Okay. 1.
So because it's a line, does a vertical line ever cross more than once? Nope. So it is a function.
No, it is a function. Gotcha. So it's
Now,
a
it's a
function.
function. So now what's the domain of this thing?
Domain. Domain is, I have it all in my notes, but I don't 100% remember.
Domains deal with what X values?
X, Y. The X value, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, domain, domain are X values. All the X value range are all the
Right.
same. Okay, so domain, wouldn't it be a 4?
No.
No?
Let me show you.
Okay.
So we have the function 4x plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
we know it's a line. It crosses the y-axis at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's linear, we know the slope is 4 over 1. So I go up 4 over 1.
Over 1. It's 1.
Yeah, so go up 4 over 1.
Got it. Okay.
So now look at all the x values here.
Mm-hmm.
This line here goes infinitely. So it keeps on going, going, going.
Right.
This side here goes. So the domain is
Is
between negatives and positive infinities.
gotcha.
So the domain is between
That's what
negative
you
and
mean this whole time.
right. And
Got it.
the range, same thing. Since it's always going down, it starts at negative infinity and goes up.
Gotcha. Okay, okay, okay. So how do you, I have a question. You know, when you do equations and you put on there like, because I feel like I'm gonna say it wrong. It's not, it's a bracket. Usually
Oh,
whenever you do like, so
yes.
you'll have like, it caps at a 4. How do you know when it caps at 4 or 5 or,
All right.
I know you right,
Let's look at
you
this
said
one.
that recently in class.
Let's look at that. Let's say you have x squared plus 2.
X squared plus 2. Uh-huh.
We know it's a parabola because of the square,
Parabola because of the square.
and there's no horizontal shift because there's nothing x plus or minus in parentheses.
Right.
So there's no horizontal shift. There's only a constant, so it's a vertical shift.
Vertical shift. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll start at the vertical shift after 2.
Yeah, so originally the parabola looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the original function. That's y equals x squared.
Okay.
But ours, we raised
Is
up
that
2
it?
spaces. So ours now looks like this.
Okay.
All right, so the domain, again, these things go on forever, both
Right.
directions. So it's negative infinity to positive infinity.
Right. It's a
But the
positive infinity.
range
But the
is,
range, it caps at a 2.
yeah, and so that is why now. Because it's a solid
And
starting point. It starts at 2.
gotcha. That's why it's
And
it makes
and then it goes to
sense.
infinity.
To infinity because it's never ending.
Right.
That makes more sense. No, I was so lost when y'all were talking about that. I was like, I don't get what they're saying.
Well,
Now I do.
let's say we had a circle.
Okay.
Here's that positive 4, negative 4, positive 4, negative 4. Tell me the domain and the range.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm writing it down too. So we have -4, -4, and a 4. Um, so your domain, you said it's our X value, correct?
Right. Yes.
So would it be -4 and 4?
-4 to 4. Can you use those points? Yes, so they're
No,
brackets.
yes, you can, because they're in the
Yeah,
bracket.
because they're the ends of the circle.
Okay. And the same, and so your
Same,
range would be your Y's with the negative, well, -4 and -4.
right.
Gotcha. Because it's because it's basically capped at it.
Here's one way you could help you if you're looking at domains and ranges. If I give you a graph, I don't care what it looks like. Um,
Mhm.
This is 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. To look at the domain, remember domain's the x-axis, right? Take
Right.
your paper and fold it so it's at both ends of the graph. See the numbers where it's bounded by?
Yes, I
So your
do.
domain is from -2 to 3.
Right, I see it. -2 to 3.
So it's -2 to 3. It's an open circle, so it's a parenthesis.
But parentheses.
It's a closed circle, so it's a bracket.
Oh, I
And same thing
see
with your
that.
y values. Fold your paper to see where it goes up and down. So it
And
goes
then it goes
from -3.
-3 to 3.
Yeah, your range is from -3 to +3.
And then would you do a bracket or parenthesis on an
Since at
open and closed?
-3, it's open, it's
Uh-huh.
parenthesis, and 3 is a bracket. You notice they're always going.
Got it.
If it's a small set like this, they're always going to have the
Uh-huh.
same
Oh, okay.
symbols.
Okay. Gotcha.
But if it's a library of function where it goes on, like the domains are going to be infinity, the range is going to be finite.
Gotcha. I got it. Okay, I get it. I understand now a lot better now. I was not understanding.
Yeah, so yeah, that little foldable thing should help a lot when you look at domains
I
and
see that.
ranges.
Yeah, I'm about to write that down and do that again. That was pretty awesome. I have the other one. So I am pretty much confident on section 1 and 2 right now at this point.
Okay, how about 3, 4, 5, and 6?
So on 3 and 4 and 5, I had a little bit more questions. Like on section 3 was 11, question 11. Yeah, question 11 on section 3.
Uh-oh, I think I lost my, oh, there it is. Screen share, there.
Oh man. So
No. Okay, section 3, section 3, right?
yeah, section 3. And I kept getting, yeah, because I have like, I don't know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, but there's like my fifth, well, one of the questions I keep getting half of it wrong, and I don't know why, but let's work on 11.
11,
See
11?
if I can get it. So on 11, on 11, where am I
Okay,
at?
let me
Oh,
get
no, that's
there.
something else.
You're okay with everything else before that?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
finding
because
this.
I'm yeah, I'm pretty much like I wrote down what I was like lacking.
Oh, no, this one?
Okay,
Yes.
so maybe I can. I know you probably went over it in class, but I probably wasn't like 100 understanding.
Can you do this one?
Number 10. Hold
Wait,
on.
look at the question. If I gave you 2 points, can you find me the slope?
Um, if you give me 2 points, can you find me the slope?
Yeah, so
Whoa.
section 3. If I gave you 2 points, say 5, 4, and 3, -7, or -8.
-8. Okay.
Find the slope.
Can I find the slope from there? Do you, let me graph it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't have to graph it. You don't have to graph it.
Oh.
Once I give you 2 points, remember, what's the formula for slope?
Oh yeah, it's the is it the like is it basically like doing that center and the y2 minus y1
Right.
over x2 minus x1.
So there's the formula for slope, where this is the point x1, y1. It's the first point. This is x2, y2. This is a second point.
y2. Okay. So, and then over. So you would do -8 minus 4, and then you'll do 3 minus 5
Yes, equals.
equals 2. So -8, 9, 10. Would it be -12?
Yes. Over.
-12 over -2?
Very good.
No. Oh, okay.
Simplify.
And then wouldn't it be how many twos can, well, I don't know if I do it like that, but how many twos go into 12? 6 times?
Yep.
6.
Is it positive or negative?
I want to say it's that was positive because there was 2 negatives, wouldn't it
Yeah,
be?
they cancel each other out. Very good.
Right. Okay. So I got 6 out of that one.
Yeah, so the slope is 6. Okay,
Mm,
what if I gave you this? Can you find the slope?
yes.
How?
Wouldn't it be x2, y2? So it would be 4 minus -8 over 5 minus 3.
Yeah, perfect. Because this is x1, this is y1,
Mm-hmm.
x2. Very good. Yeah. So it's 4 minus -8, 5
Would it
minus
be
3.
-3? So that, okay, here I go messing up again.
Always they have 2
Go ahead.
signs. Before you go, you have to get rid of one of the signs. You have to make it into one sign. So 2 negatives become a
Positive.
positive. So 4 plus 8 is
12
5 minus 3.
over 2
12 divided by
is
2.
6.
These two are identical.
I see that.
3, -8, 5, 4.
Oh yeah, I just worked it out twice, didn't I?
Well, no, yeah. But they're written differently. This
Right.
one is just whenever you have the functions, you just relate them back to the point. Because whatever's
Yeah.
inside the parentheses is your x, whatever it equals is your y.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But you did it
Okay.
correctly.
Got it. Okay, so my question is, and I know we went over it in class, but that, and I have it written all down. That's the crazy part. That's what I'm so upset about. That
Okay.
on that, I get it half of it incorrect. So the, what is that called? Average rate of change, isn't that the same thing as the x y2 minus y1 x
Yeah,
x2
average rate
minus
of change is just no way of saying slope.
slope, right? Okay,
Right.
so with the same 2 points, it's the same equation. I don't know what's
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
right now, but okay. But I guess I'm getting thrown off by the decimal, but it's number 16. This is okay, so number 16, it says 1.2 billion in 1992.
Okay.
And see the
Yes.
other, and then because I remember this question in class, and it was like point, well, this was 1997. Well, mine says well, it's obviously different from yours, but mine says 1.2 in 1992 and then 1.3 in 1997. But isn't, when you subtract it, like you do the x1 minus whatever,
Okay.
x2 minus,
Average rate of
yeah,
change. Whenever you have word problems,
uh-huh,
dates like years
mm-hmm.
are your x values.
I did it wrong. That's why I did it wrong.
The amount associated to each date equals your Y values.
Oh, see, I did it backwards. That's why I wasn't getting
So
it
yeah,
right.
time is always your x-axis.
I'm
because
busy.
because time can never go backwards. Time can never change. So whatever happens to time dictates to what happens. Whether it's number of people infected with COVID or
Right.
number of birthdays you have.
Gotcha. Okay, and it goes. Got it. Okay, because I kept getting it wrong, and I'm like, something's not right. I keep getting it wrong, but it was because I'm not doing it correct.
Yeah, so 1.4 is the Y value. 1994 is the X value.
So mine was 0.3 minus 1.2 over 1997 minus 1992 equals to, that's literally 0.1.
It's 0.3 minus 1.2 or
Minus 1.3 minus 1.2.
okay, it's 1. Yeah, so it's 0.1
Yes, 0.1 over 5 years.
over
Over
5.
5 years. Yeah, 5. So there
Okay,
obviously cannot be a decimal in a fraction.
yeah, let me show you how
Right.
to fix that.
Okay.
So to get rid of that decimal, we have to move it over once. So we multiply the top by 10. Since we multiply the top by 10, we have to multiply the bottom by 10. So it's
By
1
10
over 50.
That's why. 1 over 50. Gotcha.
Okay, so since 50 cannot fit into 1, that means the
Mhm.
answer is a decimal.
Right. Which is, so you would, crazy, but would it be take the decimal back 2 times
Yeah,
in front of the
but
5?
no. We changed the decimal. We changed the numbers of zeros behind the numerator. Once we put the
Gotcha.
decimal there, since we put the decimal there, we put 1 0. If we put a 0 here, that puts another 0. So
Oh,
each of
okay.
these corresponds to that. So notice in the decimals, the first number is the 10th. The next number is the hundredths. There is no
Gotcha.
1th. So that's the reason when we put the decimal, this is the 1th. When we put a decimal there, that puts the first decimal. That puts the first 0. 50 goes in 100 twice, so the answer is 0.02.
I see that. He's been in a bad mood. So 2 beginning to quit being so ugly. Say you're sorry.
I'm
So
sorry.
you, no, not sorry. And my teacher said I'm sorry. Okay, so I got that. I didn't quite catch that
Or
point too.
so since we had
Okay.
0.1 over 5,
Yeah.
we got rid of the decimal by moving it over in space.
Right.
And because of that, we have to multiply the bottom by 10.
Okay. So yeah, which was, so we had to do both sides, both by 10.
Right. So
So
basically, we're moving decimal place over 1 on both of them.
okay. 1. Oh, put it behind and then it was 1. So
Yeah, because every number is a decimal. 5 is the
right.
same thing as 5.0.
Okay.
Since I moved the top 1 space to the right, I got to move the bottom 1 space to the right.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I got it now.
And so if I have to move the top 2 spaces, I'd move the bottom 2 spaces.
Gotcha. Okay, because one time. So behind the number was 1 time. Got it. Okay.
Right.
I was like,
So now,
what?
since 50 doesn't fit into 1, we put a decimal.
Right.
Once we put a decimal there, that means we change the top number.
Okay.
So that still doesn't fit in there. So we put a 0, that adds another 0 here.
Right. So you, oh,
So
okay. Add
50
another
goes in
0 to
100.
the 10.
Yeah.
2 times. Got it.
50 goes into
Okay.
100 twice.
Twice. All right. That's why I wasn't getting it right. Stop it. That's why I wasn't getting it right.
How are you with the rest of
Yep.
that stuff in that section?
Um,
Number
what
17
section
is
was
dealing
that?
with fractions.
Yeah, I think I was on, the only one I was missing was 22 and 23 out of that one. Go get my charger for my computer. Yeah, go get it. It's in on the table. It's in the cover. It's in the cover for the computer.
Okay, graphing. Can you see the graph, right?
Or wait, what number? Which one? 22, right? I think it's
22.
22. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's a linear equation.
Right.
The way we graph linear equations, we do what first?
We find the slope.
Not first.
Wait. Wait.
Let me show
I'm
you.
writing mine down. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I was trying to see what I'm
There.
doing right or wrong. Okay.
So if I just
Now
give you
I'm
that,
paying attention.
if I just give you that,
Uh-huh.
okay, to graph.
I'm sorry.
My charger's in the computer cover on the table.
Okay. To graph.
So first off, make sure you solve for y. Y has to equal the equation.
MX plus B.
Yeah, then it has to be y equals mx plus b.
Gotcha.
Whatever's in front of your x
Mm-hmm.
is your slope.
Is your slope.
The sign goes with it. So in our case, a slope is
Negative 4.3.
right. And whatever the constant is your y
Is your
intercept.
y-intercept.
B is the y-intercept, which is at
-2.
-2.
-2.
So now,
B. I thought
to
I was asking
graph,
for when.
no. It's just looking for one number. It's actually the y-intercept is a location. It's at 0, -2.
Gotcha. 0, -7 on this one.
Now, to graph it, first plot your y-intercept
So 0.
at
Okay.
-2. Because that's what that number is. It's crossing the y-axis at -2.
Right. See, because I thought I was doing almost the same thing. Well, my question, I'm sorry, I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to think that wouldn't you start your point at well, for me it was -7 because it's at -7.
Right.
Because yours is at 0.2. And then wouldn't you do the slope, would it go up or down?
Okay, from B, follow the slope.
Right.
If negative, go down. If positive, go up. The top number. And then the right.
I had asked him to get my charger for my computer. And the case on the table.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so once you plot your y-intercept, here's an important thing. If your slope is written like this or like this, if you're written like this, move the negative to the top number.
Yes. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Because the bottom number is always positive. It's always going to the right.
Okay, so like my slope was, it says -6.5.
Yeah.
So you say, so make where my B is a negative?
Well, yours, okay, let's look at yours. you have y equals negative 6/5 x minus 7, right?
Where you at? Where you at?
Is that your equation?
Yes, I want to say it is. Yes, it is. It says negative 6, 5x minus 7. Yes.
Okay,
Hold on
so
1 second. Trying to plug my phone, my
okay, yeah,
computer
poor
up before it
guys.
dies on me. Yeah, mine's gonna die. Where are you at? Where is this charger at? Give me 1 second. Yeah, these stuff are not right. Shouldn't you be in bed already and not bugging me? Yeah, you need to go to bed. It's time. You've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so that's what mine is. So negative 6, negative 5. Here we go.
Negative 6/5 over negative. Okay, so
Yeah,
we first plot this negative 7.
and that's what I put at the 7.
Right. Now, since your graph, we're supposed to go down 6 spaces and then over 5, but it won't fit there.
Right.
So this means the same thing. Let's go up 6 and to the left 5. We could do it just backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our graph.
See, I was thinking I was doing it, but I guess I did it completely wrong. So at the 7, sorry. And then I'm at the 7. So I will go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over to the left 5 times. 1, 2, 3. I was off by 1 number. That's why.
Ah,
I was
like my
literally
circle,
off by 1 number.
like my circle.
Lay down.
So yeah, so either way, you can either go down to the right or up to the left, depending on where they put your
Gotcha.
intercept.
Okay, so let me write that down. So it would be equal to 6 minus 5 up and to my left.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. Think I got that. Okay, so now all I do is gotta, well, I don't even know if I can fix it.
What's that?
I can't fix it anyways.
When your graph on
Yeah, I just have to ask it to give me a new question and I'll redo that question. Because I
but
was
yes,
trying, yeah, I just messed up so many times on it and it took it as it like it's done with me. It's fine. Okay, and that's the same, it's the same thing because I have then like for the next question would be the last question. It's mine says 2x minus 3y equals 15. So it's basically the same thing, right? I would have to find the
solve for y. So
right?
2x minus 3y equals 15.
Yes.
So the first thing, you always have to put it into y equals mx plus b.
Mx plus b. Okay. So wouldn't your slope be 2?
Nope.
Well, it's in front of no.
Solve for y first.
Oh, so you just kind of put 0, right?
No.
2 or 2. No?
So you
Okay.
subtract 2x first from both sides. We have negative 3y equals negative 2x plus 15. Because there's a negative in front of the y, change all of the signs. So from negative 3y to positive 3y, from negative 2x to positive 2x, from positive 15 to negative 15. Now divide each term by 3.
So that cancels out, and then it'd be 2, 3x minus 5.
Minus 5, right. So if you're going to
Mm.
graph this,
Mm-hmm.
where do you start
At
off?
the 5, at the -5.
At -5, right?
-5.
So put a dot on -5.
Mm-hmm. And then you would go. Would you go? Wait. Would you go down 2 spaces or go up?
Well, is it
No, you
positive
go
or
up 2
negative?
spaces. You go up 2 spaces. 1,
Yeah, go
2,
up 2 spaces.
and then to your right 3 spaces.
Right. Yeah, so there's no negative there, so it has to be up to the right.
Right.
There's your graph.
Gotcha. I make things so much harder than what they're supposed to be. I really do.
Then that's the last one for that section.
Yes. Yes, 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 it is. All right. I think I have it all down right now.
Do you feel pretty
For
good
the
about
most
it?
part. Yeah, I do. I do feel pretty good now. I feel I'm gonna feel a little bit more confident when I go work on all these project problems. Maybe oh, hopefully I'm like trying to figure out if I will be okay with section 4 alone.
We want
Maybe.
to go over a little bit of 4.
Yeah, I think it's what did I need help with?
Okay,
I
yeah.
was already on number 2. Okay, so I was pretty much good with okay, so on mine. I was on section 4 negative then problem 2, I'm sorry. So it's a graph and I know the slope, I got the slope correct, I got the y-intercept correct, but it's the equation of the line and slope intercept point, excuse me, I put
Yes.
y equals to -2x and it's wrong. And I feel like I didn't do it right anyways.
Okay,
Because I'm like mx plus b.
what did your graph look like?
You know what? I think I can share my screen with you, can
I hope so. Let me see.
I?
How
Let's
do I?
see. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if this is a brand new laptop and I'm learning how to do all this.
I'm gonna, yeah, same thing with, let's see, close.
I think I did it right now. Click the logs and the changes.
How do I do the
think I did that right.
sharing thing? Oh, let me make you
I did
host.
that right.
I just
I
made
think
you
I-
host.
Okay, can you see my screen?
No. You have to
Let
go
me
down
see
the
if I
bottom
do
where it
this.
says new share
Wait, shift.
and change the screen to your computer.
I think I did that. Dang it, did I do this? Did I do it right? I don't know if I did
Not
it right.
has to.
Nope. Okay, it doesn't. It says continue, but I want to show you my. It says shift.
No, don't shift. Go to the bottom. You see the little bar somewhere on your screen, or you should have something that says new share or share screen.
Okay, hold on. New share. More. Wait, what'd you say? Where was it at? At the screen share?
Yes, on the screen share where it says new share. You're sharing your screen. So when you click that button, you should have a whole bunch of different options there.
It doesn't let me. I'm so upset. Hold on. We'll be over. I don't know how this works. I really don't know how it works. I'm so sorry. I'm like
No.
thinking it would work, but it doesn't. Okay, well, okay, so let's just look at yours. That's fine.
Can you see mine?
Yeah, I can see yours.
Okay. Okay, let's look at this one.
So,
Oh, that's awfully
wait,
small.
I think I got it now. It finally worked. Ooh, can you see my screen?
I still see you.
Oh man, I thought I did it right because I'm looking at my screen now. Are you sure? Because I swear we're looking at what I'm looking at. Because I was looking at my nope. Where did it go? How did I lose my work? I was just working on this with you. Oh man, I am so sorry. I lost all my work.
No, you didn't lose it. It's just
Yeah.
that somewhere
Oh,
on the
there it is,
computer.
right there. There it goes. You see, I had put it. I used this. What I was doing. Oh, damn it! It's still not doing it. I don't know why it's not working, but I'm doing this. I'm on the right different screen. Huh? Oh, well, I'm so sorry. How do I cancel this now? Because
Good
I'm
question.
literally doing my work. I don't even know how I did this. Did I do it?
Nope.
Can you see the screen? No, I don't even know how to exit out of all this. Oh, I don't even know how I exit out completely.
Well, can you see mine?
And that's it. Okay, yeah, I see yours. It's yours is the big graph now.
It's a big graph. Let's look at this one because it's gonna be the same. Now,
Okay.
to find the equation of a line, we need two
Mhm,
things. We need to know the slope and we need
mhm.
to know the y-intercept. So
So
we
I got
see,
the Y and all that part down. Yeah, I'm listening.
okay, yeah, so we see the y-intercept and this one is at -3.
Mhm.
So b
Yeah, it
equals
does start.
-3. So what's the slope?
So the slope would be to the next point, right? So we're at -3, so it's 1,
Two,
2, 3,
no,
and
it's
then 1.
1, 2, 1.
Oh,
So
I
it's,
did I was going up. That's
no,
why.
well,
1,
because it's a negative slope, we go
right,
down
right, you're right.
and over to the right.
2 and over 1,
So the slope is
2, 1,
-2.
-2.
Yeah, -2 over 1.
Okay, -2 over 1.
So since we see that, y equals mx plus b, plug them in there. -2x minus 3.
Oh, -2x minus 3. See, and I over here thought I was doing it right, and it was just didn't finish off the whole equation.
That's all there is. Yeah, you don't have to find the slope or anything. You just look at the picture, count up or down from point to point.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to make sure
Gotcha.
that the points we use, where's my point?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I need to switch over to this one. Yeah, so the points we use, since we have the y-intercept there, that's a solid point, as a
Mm-hmm.
solid intersection, look for the next one. So we know from here to here, it's down 2 over 1. So it's -2 over 1, which is -2. That's your
Right.
slope.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So even no matter what, it would still do the same thing from that point to the next one, right? It'll be
Yeah.
1,
So from this one,
2,
it's down
1.
2
Oh,
over
okay.
1.
Gotcha. I think I am pretty confident for now. I feel like, wait, so I did do that half question. Dang it. Sorry, I'm going back to my homework because I had to go off of it. There it goes. Okay, so I'm back on board now. Okay, and that one, I don't know why they're not taking to that one. And number 16 and 17, I think I got wrong. Okay, so how do you know? Because so let's do number 16, and I think I'm gonna stop. I'll be okay at number 16
All right.
for sure. 16. So 16, how do you know whenever neither they're perpendicular or neither or any of that is off the just looking at them?
Good question. Well, by looking at the equations,
Well, I
look at,
mean, I guess it's more of understanding what I'm doing.
understand what what you're looking at. But here's the thing you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
If you have two equations,
Mhm.
this is line 1, this is line 2. The only way you can look at them is if they're in this form. This is the slope of line 1 and the y-intercept of line 1. The slope of line 2 and the y-intercept of line 2. So if the equation is not given to you in the slope intercept, this form, y equals mx plus b, solve for y. You have to put it in that form first.
So for an example, the first, I don't know if I didn't see if you saw it, but the first line was already not correctly written.
On my screen,
Yeah, on your screen, I think if I wasn't mistaken, yours was correctly written. So like the first one was y equals,
yeah,
what was it?
y
Yeah, there you go.
equals,
So y 2x minus 5.
and the other one is 3y equals 4
Yeah,
minus
that's
x.
fine. All right, 3y equals 4 minus x. Cool. Okay. So the first line, it's already written out correctly, correct?
Right, yes.
2x
So
minus 5.
we have to take the second equation and solve for y.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
do that by
second
dividing by
equation.
3 each term.
So divided by 3, divided by 3, and then divide these by 3. So that cancels out. So
So
y equals 4, 3 minus
yeah,
x
minus
over
1
3.
over 1 over 3, because there's a 1 in front of the x.
Right. That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. There's
So,
a 1 in front of
so what we have now is y equals 2x minus 5. That's sort of line 1.
1.
Line 2 is y equals negative 1 over 3x plus 4 over 3, because this is positive, this one's negative.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta put
Okay.
the x, I gotta line up the x's.
Right. Right. The x is correct. 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 So it's negative 1, 3x plus 4, 3.
Okay,
Got it.
once we get into this
Okay.
one, now there's only 4 possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
The lines can be parallel,
Mm-hmm.
they can be perpendicular, they can be the same line, or they could be anything else.
Okay. Well,
These are the only 4 possibilities.
got it. Gotcha. All right.
So we notice if 2 lines are parallel, the slopes have to be equal.
Which in this case, it's not.
Yeah, so the slopes are not equal.
So that's out already.
But okay, now I'm going to tell you what these 4 here. So the slopes, if 2 lines are parallel to each other, the slopes are the same. But it can
Mhm.
also be the same if they're the same line. So how can you tell the difference whether they're parallel or the same line?
The y?
No.
No. Hold
The
on. Wait,
y
wait.
the y what?
Well, I was saying like whatever's after that, like the line 1 was 2x minus 5. I don't know.
No. Look at the y-intercepts. If they're parallel, they have to cross the y-axis in 2 different places. So the y-intercepts have to be different. So if the slopes are the same, look at the intercepts. If the intercepts are different, then they're parallel.
Gotcha. So B1 equals to B2.
Yeah, if
Okay.
everything's the same, slopes the same, y-intercepts, then line
Mhm.
1 and line 2 are the same line. Line
Okay.
1, line 2. So that's the first thing you look at. So since the slopes are different,
Right.
this is why on this side, same slopes.
Right.
That's this side. This side are different slopes.
Different. Okay.
In other words, if they're same slopes, we can have no solutions or infinite solutions. In other words, solutions are how many times the graphs cross each other. And if they're the same line, then every point is the same.
Gotcha.
If they're parallel, no points overlap. So if they're the same slopes, it's either going to be all or nothing. If they're different slopes, they're only going to have one solution.
Okay.
Now, the only difference between these two is if they're perpendicular. If they're perpendicular, the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other.
Okay. Negative reciprocals of each other.
Now, what does that mean?
So that means like, would it mean like it's negative 1/3 on one of them and the other one is like -3, pretty much? Wouldn't it?
No, close, but no.
I was trying to figure that one out, but I
You were
guess
close,
not.
though. You were very close. I'm going
Okay.
to give you some examples here. Let's say the slope is 4.
Mm-hmm.
What is the slope parallel to that?
What do you mean, like that to each other?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like 2? Wouldn't it be an even number?
No. Look at the chart we just made.
Well, it would be 4.
Yeah. If there's parallel, they have the same slope.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. If they're parallel, okay, I see. But the what's it called is not the same. The y is not the same.
Yeah, the y-intercepts are different.
Gotcha.
Yeah, here we're just looking at only the slopes. So if two lines are parallel, it's easy. They have the same slope.
Mm-hmm.
If they're perpendicular, two things have to happen. They have to have different signs. So change the sign. Since that's positive, this one has to be negative.
So -4.
And then flip the number.
To flip.
So this is originally it's 4/1. So it's 1/4. -1/4.
Okay. Gotcha.
If the slope is -2/3, what's the parallel slope?
The same thing.
Yeah, -2/3. What's the perpendicular slope?
Wouldn't it be 3/2?
Yep, 3/2. Positive,
Positive 3/2.
right? Because that's negative,
Gotcha.
change signs.
Negative. Gotcha.
If the slope is 0,
The slope is 0 all across, wouldn't it be?
no,
Well, for the parallel, wouldn't it?
it'd be parallel be 0. Because the parallels would be exactly the same. These two are gonna be exactly the same.
And then you say change the number, wouldn't it be 1 over
But remember, 0 is 0/1. Every number is over 1.
0? Yeah, I was gonna say 1 over 0. 1.
Undefined.
Undefined.
Because you can't divide by 0.
Right. Oh, gotcha.
So if the slope is undefined to begin with, the parallel is also going to be undefined,
Uh-huh.
but the perpendicular is going to be 0.
Oh.
Because remember, perpendicular lines create a right angle, 90 degrees. All these angles are 90 degrees.
Right.
So for example, this is an example of the slope equals 0. And this is the example of an undefined slope. Which is also the x-axis and the y-axis. So if the slope is 0, the perpendicular slope is undefined.
Gotcha.
Okay, you're about to pass.
I know, because this guy had fell asleep next to me.
Ooh, wow. Well, yeah, it is pretty late. It's 9:30.
Yeah. Well, I thank you. I'm gonna try to finish off and reviewing the rest of it. And if I can't have any more questions, I'll get with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're very welcome. Have a great
Thank
evening.
you.
You're
You
welcome.
too.
Bye.
Bye bye.